众朋友，大家好，欢迎收看本期的最佳方案。进行运动拉伤或者是软骨损伤，可能喜欢运动的人呢都听说过，像大家熟悉的网球运动员纳达尔，中国的跨栏运动员刘翔，都曾经经历过运动拉伤后退赛的痛苦经历。不过今天给大家介绍的一名律师呢，好像要比那两位明星要幸运一些。虽然呢他在练习武术中呢脚后跟撕裂拉伤，但是在经历了山穷水尽的困境后，却在偶然中找到了一个解决的办法。他叫安哲静，一名移民律师。户外武术他在练习中不幸脚后跟撕裂拉伤。
What was happening was because of the pain over that 6-month period, and one thing I was doing was compensating my movement to ease the pain. So my knee started kind of hurting too because I was moving a certain weird way to basically not stretch the foot muscle without me realizing it, but I was doing that over and over again and was getting worse. That, and also I was putting way too much pressure on my right leg overall, again to compensate my injury. And doing that for a year or two, I mean, people started, my friends were like, wait, what happened? You know, are you crippled? I couldn't walk for a long distance. And that in Korea or anywhere, if you were to enjoy your life, I mean, that's just devastating. Wow, you know, I can't like do a city tour. You know, I have to be in the car all the time.
被伤痛折磨的他呢，开始到处寻找治疗的方案。
After going through another few years of acupuncture treatment, I mean, it really helped. The different doctor, different person, and he was really good at it. So I thought I was healing, and I was going back to the gym and doing other things. But then again, it wasn't really completely healing. I went to see a number of doctors here and Korea, and one doctor diagnosed that there was something wrong with my bone somewhere, so you gotta actually surgically repair it. I went to bigger hospital, said that's bogus, nothing wrong with my foot or joint, but it's the muscle tear probably. And doctor prescribed the ortho shoes, and also he said I need to stretch out, but then it's not gonna heal completely.
据安杰静介绍呢，他几乎找遍了他认为能找到的所有的治疗方法，但医生的回答呢，却越来越让他感觉到有点绝望。他甚至认为他这辈子都无法再练习武术或者运动了。但是一个偶然的机会呢，却改变了他的人生轨迹。他开始尝试另一种新型的治疗方法——干细胞疗法。他飞到了纽约的法拉盛的现代通诊治疗中心，开始接受治疗。
Just running into different information. So, I mean, it wasn't like me getting to know somebody who told me about this, but then when you fly, you have magazines, they talk about these things, and also you do it's a very chance thing. Just like everybody else, we all browse for nothing, no apparent reason. What I was most impressed about was that every step was handled by Dr. Lee. It was a very straightforward process. Dr. Lee examined my foot by actually hand examining everything. He touched it, and he kind of spotted out the part where I was feeling pain. And that was very actually kind of fresh in a way, because I know Eastern doctors do that. They feel things by their hand, they touch it, but the Western doctors generally, my perception was that they rely on devices, right? They don't really examine a whole lot, to me at least. But then he could already tell that there was some serious injury, and there's probably a scratch or tear down on my foot, and also subsequent injuries because of that. And I think we had a scan. Is that MRI or a scan, CAT scan or whatever? And he showed me parts where he thinks his injury is, and he said it's still there, it's not gone.
So I examined him. There was a severe tendinous area on the foot, and I looked at on the ultrasound. I could see there is a tear of the tendon. So I marked there, and then we discussed about the risk, benefit, and what we do. And he came to California for the stem cell, and I explained to all the risk and the possible complications, the benefit, and then we proceed on same day. Stem cell is a cell which can to change to another cell. Like when the baby comes, baby has one cell. It can be a nerve. One cell become a heart. One cell become a skeleton. It's like a stem cell can be changed to the cartilage, changed to the ligament, changed to the muscle. Stem cell can come from the bone marrow or fat. And once we process it, that's our own cell, so it can have any side effect. If patient has any injury or degeneration, that's the kind of patient we treat.
After that, just pretty much the whole process of taking the fat out of my gut, and I think they made something out of it. He made certain kinds of solution based on that, and I think also they took my blood out to mix it and something like that. So he basically brought
sort of refine, extracted the
something like that. Yeah, that's something very technical that I cannot explain.
Because there is a tear. If there is a tear, we have to fix it. To fix it, to the surgery, if it's not that big, it's not successful. And surgery itself, you have to cut open it and then go in and suture it, but still it's not perfect. But without cutting anything, just to put it in stem cell, and if it get healed by itself, that's the best one. So I think it's better to do stem cell than surgery.
After I think 3 months, between 3rd to 6 months on, let's see, there are times when I was just thinking, like, whoa, I'm supposed to feel pain at this stage or this thing, but it wasn't there. At times it felt like it was healed completely, then at times the pain would come back, so it's still on and off thing. But one thing I'm doing for the last 2 months or so is I started running and walking. Well, I want to thank him first of all, because every time I run or walk for working at a longer distance or doing something that I wasn't able to do, I feel that, wow, this is something happened to me, and it's like you could say that it's a life-changing event in a way, and I'm just really happy that this happened. I was able to find a doctor who can do this.
Who has a tissue damage? Who has a degeneration? Like tissue damage is a young athlete, or regular people. Recently I gave a stem cell injection. She fell, and then knee joint, the cartilage was ripped off. So it's not a candidate for surgery. And if we don't do anything, she's going to have a very early arthritis. So I suggested stem cell. So we give stem cell, and she went to England. She got the admission to the Oxford University. That kind of injury, there is a tear, or meniscus tear, or knee cartilage tear, or tendon tear, rotator cuff tear, any tear, that's the indication for stem cell. We can regenerate. And then when we get older, everybody has a degenerative arthritis. So all the cartilage is getting thinner and then thinner and then thinner. What's our option? Oh, do the surgery, take out everything, put it in all the steels. How about we just give an injection and regenerate the joint cartilage? I think that's the best one. We have many patients who have fluid in the joint because all the cartilage is gone and the water is keep coming in from the bone marrow. Those patients, we give stem cell, water is gone, and they are happy. I think stem cell is the next generation of medicine. Any medicine we treat the patient is just to get rid of pain, just to get the symptom better. If there is any problem, we just remove it. But to heal something, it's better to regenerate. And our human body always degenerates every day. After age 30, I think our body start to degenerate. Means their regenerating power is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So our body getting degenerate, and if we can push back, that's a benefit. And instead of cutting or removing it, if we regenerate, that's the best thing. If we remove it, you're going to keep collapse. But if we regenerate, maybe it can build up. So I think that's the reason stem cell is the next generation of future, our future.
近10几年啊，医疗科技应该说是发生了翻天覆地的变化，什么生物疗法呀、免疫疗法、微型手术等等等等。在很多领域啊，科技的发展呢，总是会给人们带来一些新的希望。客观的说呢，干细胞疗法并不适用于所有的痛症，但是它可以给那些运动损伤、关节老化磨损又久治不愈的人带来一些新的期待。正如李医生的话来说，属于新一代的医学。希望今天的节目呢，能够对那些痛症患者有所帮助。好，感谢收看今天的节目，我们下期节目再见。